Hello everybody, my name is Professor Wiratno. I'm going to deliver a course called Systemic Functional Discourse Analysis. As reflected in the name of the course, Systemic Functional Discourse Analysis, or SFDA, it is a type of discourse analysis seen from the perspective of systemic functional linguistics, or SFL. SFL is concerned with how language is functionally used as text in context. Under the framework of SFL, this course enables students to interpret texts by analyzing them. The scope of analysis includes how grammar, clauses and words realize text, and how texts realize meanings in wider contexts of culture, covering register, genre, and ideology. Systemic Functional Discourse Analysis, or SFDA, is only one type of discourse analysis. There are still many other types of discourse analysis with different names. In addition, there are also different theories used in discourse analysis, such as sociolinguistics, pragmatics, gender, psychology, and philosophy. SFDA, then, is a type of discourse analysis based on systemic functional linguistics, or SFL. SFL is concerned with how language is functionally used as text in context. There are three functions of language: additional, interpersonal, and textual. The three functions are termed as metafunctions, representing different realities, but not standing alone separately. Additionally, language constitutes two subfunctions: experiential and logical. Experientially, language is used to express physical or natural realities, representing worldly things. It is used to report what language users do, feel, think, and observe in our surroundings. For example, in terms of transitivity, we can describe who does what with whom, where and when. Logically, language is seen as how one linguistic unit relates to the others interdependently. In this case, for example, conjunction because is used to explain cause and effect relationship. Next, interpersonally, language is used to express social realities, representing how language users or participants take roles in interaction. The roles can be seen from the fact that language is a means of maintaining social relationships. It can be seen, for example, whether one participant dominates the other. Then, textually, language is used to express semiotic realities, representing how information is structured through how linguistic features are organized into a coherent text. With this framework, for example, the information in a clause is distributed into theme and rime. As I have stated, under the framework of SFL, this course enables students to interpret texts by analyzing them. The scope of analysis includes how language, clauses and words realize text, how texts realize meanings in wider contexts of culture, covering register, genre, and ideology. As can be seen in Figure 1, phonology and graphology realizes lexicogramma, and lexicogramma realizes semantics. Phonology is what is said, graphology is what is written, lexicogramma is words in a meaningful arrangement, And semantics is meaning, not only at the clause level, but also at the discourse one. Phonology, graphology, lexicogrammar, and semantics all together are actually the manifestation of language, which is contextually used to realize text, to realize register, to realize genre, and to realize ideology. Up to this point, we have seen what SFL is mainly about. On the other hand, we have also seen that SFDA deals with discourse analysis by making use of SFL. Throughout this semester, we are going to explore the following topics. Number one, introduction, invitation to apply SFL in discourse analysis. It has been done just now. Number two, representing experience. It is in the area of additional metafunction. Number three, connecting events. It is also in the area of additional metafunction. Number four, negotiating attitudes. It is in the area of interpersonal metafunctions. It is about how language can be used to evaluate attitudes. Number four, enacting exchanges. It is also in the area of interpersonal metafunctions. Next, number five, arranging cohesive text. It is concerned with textual metafunctions. It is about how information is distributed in a clause together text. Number six, tracking people and things. It is also in the area of textual metafunctions. And finally, we use all the theories from number 2 to number 6 to connect context, including register, genre, and ideology. As an introduction to this course, in this first meeting, it will be demonstrated how a text is analyzed by using SFL. What procedures should be taken in doing discourse analysis? Firstly, a text is selected to be analyzed. This time, the text chosen to be analyzed is entitled Women's Voices and Empowerment, published in the opinion pages of the Jakarta Post. For this meeting, we are not doing overall discourse analysis. Rather, the focus of analysis will be only on how women are taught through language. The problem can be further broken down into 1. How women are positioned additionally. 2. How women play their roles interpersonally. And 3. How women are thematized textually. Secondly, to do the analysis, all of the clauses used in the text are deconstructed. As an example, one of the clauses used in the text, that is, female domestic migrant workers can learn skills overseas, will be analyzed. Finally, the results of the deconstructions of all of the clauses are interpreted on the basis of the 3 diversifications of metafunctions, that is, additional, interpersonal, and textual. Now, let us see at glance the whole text we are going to analyze. The title is Women's Voices and Empowerment. It is published in the Jakarta Post, Saturday, 29 April 2017. Well, the clause taken as an example, that is, female domestic migrant workers can learn skills overseas, realizes these three functions all at once. In addition, a single clause in relation to the other clauses in a text should be considered as parts contributing to the metafunctional meaning of the text as a whole. The clause female domestic migrant workers can learn skills overseas can be deconstructed as displayed in figures 2 to 4. In figures 2 and 3, female domestic migrant workers are the doers of the action of learning skills, but in figure 4, they are not. Although they fulfill the subject of the clause, they are the object of action, or they are thematized as the object of talking. After all of the clauses in the text are deconstructed, some surprising facts are found as follows. 1. Women are placed in a small number of participants who stand for subjects, like in figure 2. They stand for the agents of the processes in the clauses. 2. Women are mostly placed as participants who stand for objects, like in figure 3. They are not given roles as agents, or when dealing with material processes, they are not the doers of the action. 3. When women are placed as subjects, they are put in passive clauses, like in figure 4. Therefore, we can see that they actually become the objects of talking. They are thematized. Okay, after doing simple analysis, in short, we can say that by applying systemic functional discourse analysis in the text taken as example, some temporary conclusions can be drawn as follows. Number 1, the language choice in relation to ideational and textual grammars indicates the domination of males over females. This conclusion is important, and you as students can correlate this to the findings found by other researchers. For example, here, what we have in number 1 is supported by Lucan. Conclusion number 2, interpersonally, women do not yet have important roles in empowerment programs. Finally, number 3, inequality in language use among women and men does occur in connection with class, age, and ethnicity. This is in line with the research done by Janet Holmes in 2014. Okay, everybody, what do you feel after analyzing the text in a simple way? It is interesting, isn't it? Well, for the next meeting, we will discuss representing experience. It is in the area of ideational metafunction. What we are going to discuss there is transitivity that includes participants, processes, and circumstances. Okay, that's all. See you next week.